Okay, so we're starting Chazar from Amud Rava. We're on High Amud Aleph and close to the bottom of the page. So basically, we had a brisa. The brisa said Chagiga Cholzman Chagiga Ma'achrin, and Rav Oshia offered his explanation of the brisa. Now we're up to Rava's explanation of the brisa. Rava Amar Chagiga Cholzman Chagiga. The Kam Chagiga, the whole time Chagiga, the whole Yontif Ma'achrin. You can push it off the whole Yontif. Tvei loy. Further than that, not the Tanan. We have a Mishnah. Misha loy chog b'Yontif v'Rishon shel Chag. One who did not bring the Karban Chagiga on the first day of Yontif, he could bring the Karban the whole Yontif, the Yontif Achon Shel Chag, including the last day of Chag, which is Shmini Atzeres. Over regular Chag, if Yontif is over and he didn't bring the Karban Chagiga, Eini Chayiv Achar Yusay, he's no longer Chayiv in it. Rav Ashi Omar. Okay, Rav Ashi, that was Rava. Now we're Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi Omar. Rav Ashi says no. This is what the Bryce meant. Chagiga, the Karban Chagiga, Chosman Chagiga Ma'achrin. You can push it off the whole Yontif. Vafile Atzeres, and even Shavuos, the Chad Yoima, which is only 1 day, so you don't have the extra 7 or 8 days of Yontif, Ma'achrin. You can still push off those 7 days. The Tanan, because we learned in the Mishnah, Moedim, Beis Hillel and Beis Shammai Moedim, they agree on Shem Chol Atzeres Leis B'Shabbos, that if Shavuos falls out on Shabbos, which is only 1 day, Sheyom Tevayach Achar Shabbos, the day of Shechting, the Karban is after Shabbos, Sunday. Rabbi Lazar Amar Chanina. Rebbe, not on a Tiyah B'Purim. Rebbe, there was a story that Rebbe planted a plant on Purim, v'rachatz b'kroyin shel tzipori, and he bathed in the shuk, in the marketplace. Al Kapon b'fahesia, Rashi says it's not lavdafka that it was actually in the market, but it was b'fahesia, what people see. V'shivas b'tamas, on Shivas b'tamas, which is a fast that we fast. Uvikesh laka Tisha B'av, and he wanted to remove Tisha B'av, to do away with it. But the Chachamim didn't agree. Amar Lefanov. So this was Amar Chanina, right? So said all these things that the Rebbe planted a plant on Purim. He went and he bathed in Tzipori on Shabbos B'Tamas, and he wanted to do away with Tisha B'av. And the Chachamim were not asking. Amar Lefanov. Rabbi Abba Bazavda. Rabbi Abba Bazavda said, Rebbe, that's not how the story went down. El Tisha B'av shechol liyos b'Shabbos hava u'dechinuhu la'achar Shabbos. The story with Tisha B'av was Tisha B'av that fell out on Shabbos, and since it gets pushed off till Sunday, Rabbi said, Hoyel v'nidcha yidacha. Once we pushed it off, maybe we should just not do it, just push it off. And the Chachamim were not asking. The Hoyel Chachamim. Kariyaleha toivim hashnayim minhu echad. Right. So Rabbi Elazar said on this toivim hashnayim minhu echad. 2 are better than 1. 2 heads are better than 1. This is where we left off yesterday. I just didn't add in the Toivim Hashnayim Minhu Echad. Basically, 2 heads are better than 1, because without you telling me how the story actually went down, I wouldn't have known. So that's why it's better to learn with Chavrusa than learning by yourself. Okay, we're on Hey Amud Beis. The Rebbe Heichi Nata.
By the way, tell us what the Gear's background was. It's Yankee learning with his study
So it's 8 lines down. The Rebbe Heichi Nata Natiyah B'Purim. How did Rebbe plant on Purim? Right? So what's the problem? He took a shovel and V'hatani Rabbi Yosef. We have a Mishnah. Rabbi Yosef says Simcha Mishnah V'Yomtiv, that on Purim we're noyeg Simcha, happiness, Umishta, partying, V'Yomtiv, and Yomtiv. Simcha Malamed. When we say Simcha, it teaches us She'asurim B'Hesped. It's Asur to give a Hesped. Mishta Malamed She'asur B'Tanas. Mishta teaches us that it's Asur to fast. The Yomtiv Malamed, and Yomtiv teaches us She'asur B'Asiyas Malacha. That Yomtiv teaches us that Yomtiv we don't do Malacha. Malacha is not something we do. Ella. So the Gemara answers, Rebbe Barabeisa Hava. Rebbe was in a place where was not a walled city, and he held Purim on the 14th. V'chinata b'chamesa nata. And when was he planting? He was planting on the 15th. So the Gemara is saying maybe, how do we know? Maybe when we say Purim, it was the 15th, so it was like Shushan Purim, and he was planting on the 14th. He was planting on the 15th. Yeah. Zok the Gemara, Eini, really? Is that V'had Rebbe b'Tvarya Hava? But Rabbi lived in Tveria. V'Tveria mekevs chavim mas Yeshua ben Nun. Havoy.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, the Gemara is going to discuss it. Tveria was surrounded by a wall from time Yeshua ben Nun. Rabbi was in Tveria, so the Gemara asked, Tveria mekevs chavim mas Yeshua ben Nun. Havoy. You sure that it was? Because there's a problem with that. El Rabbi b'chamesa hava v'chinota b'abeisa hava. Oh, so now the Gemara is saying that Rabbi was in a place that observed Purim on the 15th, and when he was planting, it was the 14th. Now the Gemara asked the other way. And we're bringing a raya. Not is it pashut that Tveria was a surrounded city from Yeshua ben Nun? V'hachizkiya kari b'Tveria b'abeisa v'chameisa. Chizkiya, he read on the 14th and the 15th al Safek. Zok the Gemara mispikale. He was mesupik imekafes chayma b'mos Yeshua ben Nun he ilai. So Chizkiya was mesupik, and he read on the 14th and the 15th. Zok the Gemara, no, ilai lechizkiya mispikale the Rabbi b'shitlei. To Chizkiya, it was a suffix.
were they the same time? Rabbi and Chizkiya were in the same
They didn't live in the same time. Chizkiya was earlier. V'chi pshitale misharet v'haksiv v'megillas tainus es yoyim abasa v'yoyim chamisha asa. So is that still pasha that?
He did it the other day.
Right, Haksiv also it says in the Megillah that we read as Yom Abasa as Yom Chamisha also Yom Puria Inon. That the 14th and the 15th are days of Purim, the loy lemisbet behind, and these are days of Purim, and we can make a hesped. V'amarava loy nitzcha ella lesa as shel zeh bozev as shel zeh bozev. Rava says you don't need it only to usher you on the 14th or the 15th in Hesed and Tainus. Ava malacha yom echad v'sulai.
How come we don't hold like that, Malacha?
We do malacha on Shushan Purim. I'm saying most people don't do malacha on Shushan. No, I'm saying malacha is not. When we say malacha, we're not talking about lighting a fire or driving a car. We're talking about malacha for no reason, like planting a tree would be malacha that you wouldn't do. Malacha yom echad v'sulai. V'har we will look at V'har Rav Chazia lahu Gavra the have a koshadi kisna bepurya. Rav saw, there's a Maisa, Rav saw a person and he was planting flax. Ulataye, v'loy tzamach kisna. He was planting flax, and Rav cursed him, and the flax did not grow. And for the Gemara, Hasar ba'yoy mahava. Over there was different, because that was on the day of his Purim. It was on either Yodalit or Tesvav.